God's sake. Okay, you are the bar of the arts, you're small, perfectly formed. I'm cool with that, alright? It's a hot summer's night. It happens to be my birthday. I was trying to get it out of the way. I pay no attention to my birthday whatsoever. And I'm in a public space and they got me a cake and all that shit and all that. I'm not happy about it. So I thought I'd start off by grumbling against it in order to turn you off any happy birthday stuff. But oh no. My birthday resides in moments like this. This is a poem called Sing in the River. I'll start off just to lower the tone and get you there. My Uncle Michael was a treasure trove to a child. He was my delight, he was my pleasure, he taught me the world in his own inimitable way, and I loved the man to bits. I'm going to be reading in Cork on the 18th of August, so I'll be back in the old sod and back where all this happened. So this is called Sing in the River. The song in it is a very common Cork song. Everybody should know it, except this room, but I know. And I'll sing it to you. It's sort of like the second national anthem of Cork. And it's got special significance to me. It's called Sing in the River. Walking with my uncle was never the ordinary process of perambulation in order to get from point A to point C. We would sing our way west into the field as if to tame it, soothe it with sound. Uncarried down, the heat was brown, we'd sing to it. The clouds are dark o'er Ardnally, the grass listening with its 1,000 ears, and the field would swoon and fall down to the river at its border, which, as it happened, was the real-life river of the song, to kiss the slumbering Onagui, as if we had sung it into existence, and we would roll ourselves down over and over until we arrived at its dizzy waters, dangling our toes in pure song. And now, with a quick uncle wink, let's walk home backwards. And backwards home we go, just for the laugh of it, the yes of it, confusing cows and a few scattered clouds, trees and hedges tiptoeing away from us, the 5-bar gate with the sweetest, wildest strawberries at its feet, proclaiming, is it mad you are, or what? And the next day, off we go, walking eyes closed, in a darkness of our own making, to sing its song to the river chuckling over stones to itself. And the next day would be backwards with eyes closed, led along by our own laughter and the odd mystified mood. Farewell, we tell the sleepy river, farewell, leaving it dreaming in a sunset. Shh, shush their footsteps, shh, walking backwards. When Donall swore, Ior, he'd part no more, a storm of Cree. Thank you. This is called In the Key is Turned on Our Own Uncertainty, which is a line from W.B. Yeats's The Stare's Nest, which is all about meditations in time of civil war in Ireland, death, trying to hang on to the beauty of the world at the same time that the world is falling apart at the same time. I used to look after this guy, and he used to say poetry in the most gorgeous voice going. I used to love him to bits altogether. And this is his story. It's called In the Key is Turned on Our Own Uncertainty. He still called a starling a stare. I watched his voice as the bird in his words spritted from Yeats to Shakespeare to Pliny the Elder before landing in the Mabinogion. Outside in the real world, the starling was being its noisy and gregarious self. The walls between literature and the real world are loosening. He has fed my heart on fantasies. Memory crumbles back into the earth I carry from your grave on my new shoes. The clock I see still stands at 4:20, as it has done for years. Your voice comes and builds in the empty house of my heart. Thank you. And Tom was telling me about his war, his childhood in the Second World War, and they used to have crazy things like rationing came in, of course, and there was no ice cream. But as Tom said, I never knew an ice cream anyway. But instead of an ice cream or a lolly on a stick, you had a carrot on a stick. It wasn't the best substitute, but and I'd only seen pictures of this, and this is a man who had experienced that. So this is called My War. The bomb fell on the graveyard. The dead laughed. They were used to being dead. The moss had eaten their names. The dead could not remember who they were. A batch of kids clutching gas masks, afraid of the sky. Blackberries and air raid sirens, his name on a cardboard round his neck. They were living the war. The war had invaded their lives. Bombs had become normal. The gas mask left out in the storm, filling up with rain. He didn't like gas masks. They turned people into insects. A carrot on a stick instead of an ice cream. But then I'd never had an ice cream. Carrots can't stand him to this day. Clouds reflected in his eyes. Daddy was up in the air, fighting in the sky. I never cried when he died. He went up in the air and stayed there, next door to heaven, Mum says. Strange creatures in a field. Cows, I think they're called. I'm afraid they'll eat me. Thank you.